I don't believe in shedding tears to express emotion. Men need to understand that being vulnerable is not being weak. You should see it as being strong because when you speak up, people know what is going on in your mind. We are in a society, we should build the society. The society is me and you. So you shouldn't keep saying the people before me, people before me. Your next generation will keep saying the people before you. So you have to be the person before them. So if you set a new rules for them, if you watch your father, he's always speaking one or two very close friends. When he's having issues in the house, you won't know. Your father might be going through one or two things. He won't tell you, but I'm very sure his best friend will.
They tend to term showing emotion as being girly. Like what I do is I bottle up my emotions and I find a way around it. There's this particular one. Then I had issues in school. I wanted to pay my school fees. I was telling every other person, but I wasn't telling the right people. I wasn't telling my mom. Actually, I spent the money. And I'll just keep to myself. I'll start praising God. I'll start. There was this song I was always singing there. But Ekueme.
Good day, everyone. My name is Gift Igometi, and this is the Reality Circle, brought to you by Airspar TV. This is a platform whereby you have the opportunity to air your opinion. You have the opportunity to tell us what you know about the society. It gives you the platform to speak out your mind, talk about society, talk about entertainment, talk about lifestyle. And today's topic is Nigerian men and vulnerability. Why is it that Nigerian men find it difficult to open up? And today we have our amazing guest, Mr. Derek, who is a social media manager. And we also have our esteemed product designer, Mr. Gabriel. It is nice having you here. How are you doing?
I'm very good.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
So I did like to ask, why is it very difficult for Nigerian men to open up?
That should be the fault of those before us, because African men have been wired that speaking up is not a man's thing. It's for women. So we tend to swallow those emotions, which in return affects us emotionally.
But you still have to say something because you can't just put everything in there. You need to talk, you need to like ease your mind. So how do you tend to like say whatever is in your mind? I did like Mr. Gabriel to answer that.
Okay, what you said initially, I think why men don't speak up is because of the cultural and the societal expectation. So for men to speak up, I think men need to understand that speaking up is not being vulnerable, is not being weak. You should see it as being strong because when you speak up, people know what is going on in your mind and they're able to relate with you and not
So
bottling things
you
up.
agree with the fact that Nigerian men ought to speak up?
Yes, we definitely ought to speak up because if you keep bottling things up and saying, okay, as a man, you shouldn't speak up, you shouldn't say things, you should always try and bottle things up. You just keep killing yourself because emotionally you are actually building different kind of emotions that are killing you personally.
Okay, so Mr. Derek, I would like to ask you, um being vulnerable in our society, I find out that our society doesn't allow our men being vulnerable, like picking up. They always have to bottle up whatever they're feeling. So, do you think the society that we have today would enable men to speak out their mind?
We are getting there, but we are not there yet.
Why did you say so?
Because if I tend to show up my emotions on things like come on, I'm not a man. Stop that job. And they tend to term showing emotion as being girlish. Why you understand that there are some words that I would not want to say here, but you just have to, like what I do is I bottle up my emotions and I find a way around it to just.
So, what is the way? Like, how do you find your way around it?
Most times I just let things go so that it will, because I know if I tend to react now, the most especially when it's with the opposite sex, the fault has to fall back on you. So I just have to in my mind, let me just let this thing go and just
He
move
said he
on.
made mention about the opposite sex. What do you have anything to say on that?
For you, I think we shouldn't blame the opposite sex all the time. I mean, most of the time, even we as men, we actually contribute to this bottling things up because even with the kind of friends you keep. I mean, you have friends that you are going through something and you can't even share with them. Why are they your friends? So as a man, you think, I beg, forget things up. There are things man will do this kind of thing. But why should it be like that? Why are we blaming the opposite sex? Even we ourselves, we are actually doing it to ourselves.
So he's saying now that if you are to be in a relationship, okay, and you are being offended by your girlfriend, you didn't have to speak up, because speaking up will relieve you from the stress. But if you are bottling up, what's the use? So I think I'll go with him. Do you agree or not?
I would like people before me. I've seen the way they do things. So if you tend to speak up, there's this backlash you tend to receive as a man, and you, for your sanity's sake, to be checked and everything, you just have to just swallow it up.
Okay, while you were talking, Mr. Gabriel, you
Yes,
wanted to say something.
we see in this society we are now, we keep saying things like the people before me, people before me. Those people before you actually set these rules, and that's why we are here. So we should also set ours. We are in a society, we should build the society. The society is me and you. So we shouldn't keep saying the people before me, people before me. The next generation will keep saying the people before you. So you have to be the person before them. So if you set a new rules for them, how to speak up, then when they come, they would say, okay, speaking up is actually a good thing and not bottling things up. So I think it's wrong to keep saying that people before you. No, let's set a new standard for people that are coming after us. I think that's the goal right now, not to keep using people before us.
So in our cultural now, like the traditional of us now, we always have this mentality that they impose on our men while growing up. Oh, you must be strong. When you feel like crying, don't cry. Do you understand? Do you think you can bring up your child in that way?
we are moving to the era of Gen Zs, the Alpha, you understand? And naturally, this generation, they are bold, they are loud, they tend to be expressive. So even without me saying do this, do that, you definitely they will learn it from the
Do
environment.
you believe that men don't cry?
I cry.
Okay. What about you?
Well, I don't believe in shedding tears to express emotions. So there are other ways you can express your emotions.
Okay, can you like give us one or two ways?
Okay, one or two ways by showing your emotions is by speaking of communication. So you have one or two persons that you know you can easily communicate with. So as a guy, as a man, as I am, so I have people that I can talk to when I'm going through one or two things. I can easily reach out to them, talk to them. Okay, this is what's going on. I mean, I had a phase in my life. I think it was about 2 years ago. I was going through this rough part. I mean, depression, as people say, but I had to start meeting people. I had to start socializing because at that point I was avoiding people. I was staying in a tight chair. I listened to sad songs. I did all those kind of funny things. But when I realized that I was just killing myself, why not speak up? What's wrong with you? What's going on? And the first thing you need to do is to find the problem. So once you're able to find what the problem is, you can easily just talk to him, even if it's just your junior brother, your senior brother, your friend. You should always find someone to confide in. So the society is not what is telling you don't speak up. You can speak up with someone close to you, and that's you communicating, that's you solving it.
Okay, so you believe that when you're in a relationship, you need to communicate. It doesn't matter the kind of relationship.
Yeah,
family relationship, friends, whatever, you have to communicate. And you believe that you have to bottle it up. Am I right?
Yes.
But I'm not still understanding why you should have to bottle it up, because you have to free up some space in your heart, like in your mind, so that you can move on. Yeah, so how do you handle breakups?
Just let it go.
You just let it go.
Think about it.
So have you ever been vulnerable before?
I've been.
Can you tell me?
Then
tell us.
Then I there's this particular one. Then I had issues in school.
Okay.
And I wanted to pay my school fees. You understand? So I was telling every other person, but I wasn't telling the right people. I wasn't telling my mom because you say, if I give you money now, actually I spent the one she for. And the school that were not saying that if you don't pay that, you'll be sent out of school. You understand? So I'll just keep to myself. I'll start praying, say, God, I'll serve it. There was this song I was only singing then. It was Ekueme. Every day I'll just be singing
I
this
believe that
song.
song makes you want to cry the more now.
I'll just be singing this and say, God, no. So my mom will say, are you sure there's no problem? I said, no, there's no problem. I'll just be singing. When I noticed that how more is already compiling list of people that they will send out of school. There's this one after we had this devotion, that's why I cry. Papa, what's happening here? So I just have to open up that I'm gonna have school fees to pay or this. So I was like, we need to save that. I don't know how you will take it. The first one I give to me, I've spent it. So I was just thinking I would look for another way to source for the money. But no other way was coming out. People that was even promising me didn't tend to show up. People that even say, okay, don't worry, call me, I'll give you. It didn't show up. I even went to do some job then and I wasn't paid. So I just had to, so she was and then she now really gave me the money and I went to pay. So
so you're saying you did not meet the right people to confide in?
Yeah.
Okay. So that means the group of friends were following, they were not giving you the right advice.
Not that they were not giving me the right advice.
Okay.
It is that what about me? I don't know how to make people around me feel bad. You understand? So I would just
feels like you are inconveniencing
Facing them. Yes, I don't want to hear. I was just telling some few guys that I'm facing this thing, no, I'm facing this. Because in my mind, I was thinking maybe if the school should just say, okay, leave me, I'll just look for a way to just run away. You understand?
Okay, so sorry. So Mr. Gabriel, there's this word that I hear that goes around that if a Nigerian man opens up or goes to a therapy, they'll use it to create a movie in the Nigerian industry. How true is that?
Well, you've got to create a movie. That's up to the police. But you see, going to see the therapist is for your personal development. It doesn't. If they want to shoot the movie, let them shoot the movie as far as they don't mention. Left to me, you can even invite me. Let me be the guest of the show. It's about me, so let me be there. So it doesn't be the goal is to solve whatever it is that is wrong with you. So if you want to shoot the movie, let them do it. But as far as you are okay, you are not bottling up those emotions. You are finding solutions to your problem. I mean, they can go to Hollywood if they like. I'll definitely watch it when they start.
Okay, so your advice to men is do not bottle it up. Speak out, right?
Yes, my advice to both young, old, even older, even if you are 90 years old. Please,
but I don't think our fathers believe that though.
You see,
they feel very weak.
The problem is if you watch your father, where he's always keeping one or two very close friends.
Mm-hmm.
When he's having issues in the house, you won't know. Your father might be going through one or two things. He won't tell you, but I'm very sure his best friend knows.
So why is he not telling his wife?
Yes,
because most of the times when men are not opening up is when they are not opening up to their spouse, their close friends. It's sometimes even the close friends, they don't tell them.
Yes.
So why are they not opening up to their spouse?
Okay, why I believe men don't open up to their spouses is because most of them, I don't know if I should say they didn't marry well, because if you marry the right person, if you marry someone that's for you, if you marry someone that understands you well,
okay,
sharing whatever it is that is wrong with you won't be a problem. So when you marry someone that, for instance, you tell her a problem and all she does is nags, or she just whips it off and she's telling you, okay.
Didn't people do relationship before marriage?
Yes,
so you're supposed to
we don't know. We were not there. Some of them actually, let's not go into that. Some of them got into marriage in different ways, and that's why in society now we tell people, okay, whoever you plan on settling down with,
okay,
try and know the person you are going to settle down with. Know them very well, understand them, have this connection between the two of you. So at the end of the day, you don't begin to regret why, for instance, you're telling her what is going through your mind or what is affecting you, and what she's worried about is wig, changing.
Well, having wigs are not bad.
I mean, having wigs are not bad, but what's a wig on a widow's head?
Yeah, that's
true. So imagine you wearing your wig and your husband is going through depression and he dies. You'll be having your wig.
That's the point when the men need to open up.
Yes, that's the thing. So that's what I'm telling my brother here.
Can I quickly come in and say something? sometimes the women are not at fault because most men have been wired to take care of the home. They see the family as their responsibility, and going through issues, you don't want to be a disappointment. That's why you're not letting people know, most especially your spouse.
Okay.
You don't want to be a disappointment to your friends, to your family, your loved ones. So you just find a way of maneuvering the thing, looking for solution and looking for a way to solve it instead of bothering people with their problem.
But you are married. Because when
Eh,
God joined the both of you together, He joined you as one.
I know, but the African man is created
That is where we
differently.
are driving at. Be it African man, or why is it difficult for an African man to open up?
Because you're seen as the head.
Okay.
You understand? You're seen as the head. The head leads.
Leads. Okay.
And you as the head, you don't want to start giving people that you are following that my body is paining me or this is doing me or you understand. You just, even though you're having issues, you just look for a way to find solution. Then make sure the people that you are leading that they are all right. The pride is my family is fine, my friends are doing well. You understand? You just move.
All right. Mr. Gabriel, what do you think is your advice to the younger men in this gen? Like you said, the Gen Zs. What are your advice? Should they open up? Should they speak out their mind? What's your advice? Or they should just bottle it up?
Okay, my advice to young adults or Gen Zs, as they are called, is to always to learn how to open up. By opening up, you can create a safe space for yourself. So, I mean, have you even seen the reports of the number of suicides that are committed yearly? The rate
Yeah.
is crazy because you see the number of men committing suicides, and that's why. Why is it? Because they don't speak up. So men should try and open up, find one or two persons, find a safe someone like you can call a safe space. Your friend, your brother, even if it's your parents. Find someone you can always open up to. Even the social media space, you can find them role models that you can actually meet with them. Like, I mean, hit them up once or twice. Like, okay, this is what you're going through, and I'm very sure there are people that are very open to. We have life coaches online that you can reach out to. Okay, this is what you're going through, and they would definitely be wanting to help you.
Okay. So, Mr. Derek, tell me, what's your advice to our young stars? Should they bottle it up or should they speak out? Because I know you are against the speaking out. So
Not that I'm against it,
okay.
but the society made it so. So I believe now we are moving to that generation whereby speaking out now is seen normal. So you understand? Instead of bottling things up, you can, as you rightly said, you look for that close friend, you look for that spouse, you talk to. If it's your job that's giving you issue, you talk to your boss about it. If it's your family, it's a family issue, you can reach out to an elder or you reach out to your pastor and get the solution sorted, I mean the problem sorted. You understand? Speaking out now is not a crime.
It's
At
not a
least
crime, right?
for your mental health, you just need to speak out.
So that we don't get too depressed.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. So like you heard, viewers, you have to speak up. You have to say something to your close friends, to your family, even if it's to your spouse. Just say something, speak up, so that you don't end up depressed or suicidal. Okay. And this is the end for today's episode. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And please don't forget to drop comments. We need your comments, and we need you to like, subscribe, and press the notification bell. See you next episode. Bye.